Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Nigerian people, especially the youths. What is happening in Nigeria today is not just EndSARS protest. This is EndSARS movement, and you must understand this. The political class in Nigeria, the oppressive political class in Nigeria are afraid. They are already afraid. They know that a day like this will come. But when and how it will happen, they don't know.
There must be mass action. There must be mass action. I continue to say people must come out to the street. You see, one thing about Nigeria is the moment they see the police and the army, they run away. And that's because most of the people who come out actually are not poor people. They are rich men or rich men's children who want to enjoy themselves. The day the poor hit the street, then all of us will be on the run.
All of you will be on the run?
Yeah, including you. You're already on the run, so you're in America here.
Yeah, you're right. But seriously, are there times that when the elites, the people in political power in Nigeria, the rich people, which you all meet all the time, are there times that you're afraid that one day the poor could actually come out?
No, I don't know about others, but me, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I believe that one day, if we're not careful, in fact, what we're doing, if you ask me, is not revolutionary. What we're doing, the 7 of us and the rest governors who support us, is to save the ruling class from themselves. Because actually, the way we are going to self-destruct. Or the way we're going, people will rise up one day and come after us.
You see, they have started setting up, putting up their game to quell this protest, to discredit this movement. This is not protest. Let me not misquote it. This is EndSARS movement. They are trying everything possible to quell this movement, to thwart this movement, so that their impunity will continue. But I must tell them, their time is up. We have witnessed the burning of hundreds of cars belonging to protesters. We have also witnessed them releasing what we call the prisoners to discredit protesters. In their games, let them know that we are ahead of them. In their games, let them understand that this is no longer business as usual. In their games, let them understand that their game is up. Now, I must tell you, they have announced, and we are witnessing them having some kind of unleashing of armed personnel against the protesters. In our city today, we started seeing gunshots and casualties. But let them understand this. The Nigerian police, the Nigerian army, navy, all of them put together, they don't amount to 500 to 1 million personnel. But the Nigerian youth amount to over 16 million. Tell me where you are going to start from and whom you are going to kill. The people you are going to kill will be your brothers, will be your cousins, will be your children, will be even your own fathers, because fathers and mothers are joining in this. Let it be known to the Nigerian police, the Nigerian armed forces, that this movement is fighting for their own liberation too. I keep saying it, that the only beneficiaries of this impunity are the political class. Don't allow yourselves to be used against your own liberty. It is time for you to show solidarity and join the Nigerian people to end SARS. What is SARS? What do we mean by end SARS? This is what we mean when we say end SARS. When we say end SARS, we mean E, education and economic reform. The educational system in Nigeria had so failed that the political class take their children abroad to study. If you are a police personnel or army personnel or a man in uniform bearing arms, and you have not or cannot send your children abroad to study or even afford to pay for expensive private universities and schools for your children, then you are the victim of this process, and this fight is for you and on your behalf. And Nigerian constitutional reform The Nigerian Constitution is the oppressive instrument that have been used to oppress Nigerians, that have been used to subjugate Nigerians, that have been an instrument that breeds corruption. They empower the federal government so much that they hide under this to perpetuate crime against the people. This must end. The Nigerian Constitution is the root of the impunity and the evil happening in Nigeria.
This Constitution can never give us progress. This Constitution can never give us peace. This Constitution can never give us unity. And unfortunately, most of us in this National Assembly, we don't have the spine to face what we need to give this republic to have peace and progress.
You heard him. That is exactly what the N in EndSARS stands for. Debt accountability. Debt accountability. These men, they go to China, they go abroad, they incur debts amounting in trillions. And this money borrowed end up in private purses of this same political class. The money borrowed from these countries, from China, from Europe, from America, find their way back into bank accounts in these countries owned by the same politicians. Tell me, since they have been borrowing, to what effect has it added any value to an average Nigerian? There is no effect. That is why things has continued to go down. And that is why we say EndSARS. Debt accountability. Who is going to pay for these debts? Who is going to pay for this debt? The money they have stolen from the revenue is not enough. The money they have stolen from the what they call both internal and from the resources they are selling is not enough for them. They go and borrow. They incur debts for you and for your children. Who will pay for that? There is no accountability. That is why we say EndSARS. The S in it. Stop fat salaries for these politicians. Do you know how much a governor earns? Do you know how much an average legislator earns in Abuja, in your various states? Your governors. And most of them end up retiring in the Senate or being appointed from one political office to the other, either as a minister or permanent secretary. And also still enjoy the fat pension they have signed up for themselves alone. While millions of Nigerians go in penury. While millions of the people who serve Nigeria as teachers, as public servants, as police, as army officers cannot earn the amount of money these men earn in a month in their lifetime. Do not allow yourself to be used, you Nigerian police and armed forces. You are a victim. And we must end SARS today. This is the SARS we're talking about. The A in the EndSARS is abroad medical trip. I've mentioned that before. If you cannot afford medical trips abroad, my dear, this EndSARS is for your good. You Nigerian police and army personnel, how many of you have medical insurance abroad? How many of you can take your children abroad and take yourself abroad to have medical treatment? I know many of you won't, except your guys at the top. These are the men that will give you order to go and kill Nigerian people, starting from today. You see me sweating? Let me tell you, it is no longer business as usual. You either join the people. Now, ask yourself, what we are demanding for, if there is a law banning this political class from going abroad during their time in office to have medical treatment for themselves and for their children, or take their children abroad for education, do you think our educational system and our healthcare service delivery will remain the same? No, 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 no. It will not. This EndSARS is for you. Make sure you take this message everywhere. I'm heading somewhere. The R in the EndSARS there, the second R, is to restructure this country into regional government. Because what actually ignited this EndSARS protest is the police brutality. The police brutality. You will see a Fulani man going down to Anambra State in a remote village to harass people that they don't even understand their language. You see people who do not share the same aspiration as you do, who do not have any atom of feelings as you do, who do not even accept you as their brothers, continue to molest you. Not just that, because I'm not trying to ethnicize this. The issue of regional police would have curtailed the menace of police brutality. That is the point. And you will see the kind of judiciary we run, everything goes to Abuja. Even the politicians, the way they emerge, they'll tell you Abuja is behind this person, Abuja is supporting it, and as a result of it, nobody should talk. Everybody must support Abuja candidates. This is what we are saying. It must end. You see me sweating? This is to tell you that it is no longer business as usual. You must restructure this country into regional government so that an average Fulani man, Hausa man, Yoruba man, Igbo man, Ibibio man, Ijo man, Efik man, Idoma man, and all the ethnic nationalities trapped in this British colonial contraption will understand their real problem. We don't need to tell the people that it is because it is an Hausa man that is in Abuja, that is why we are suffering in the east. Or an Igbo man in Abuja, that is why we are suffering in the north. Or a Yoruba man in Abuja, that is why we are suffering in the south. No. We must restructure this country. Every individual ethnic nationality in Nigeria deserves to take control of their resources, take control of their judiciary, take control of their economy, take control of their education, take control of their medical and health services. You must restructure this country. Take control of their political land space. We don't allow people to superimpose upon us people they wish to, pardon their wickedness. You must restructure this country. That is what we're saying. Into regional government. This is the irreducible minimum. And the last S in the EndSARS is save cost of government. Nigeria is running the most expensive government anywhere around the world. The most expensive. If you see how much these guys are blowing away in frivolities in the name of governance, you will shiver. These people, they have taken more than enough. They have gone beyond be careful. A governor having essays, even the essays have essays. In government, you will see spending. Is it not in this country? A Lagos state governor that is now a minister used over 200 million to set up a website. Is it not in this country that somebody in government is using 200 million to just bore one tickly borehole that we normally do with 500,000 on a high cost? Is it not in this country that you have senators, governors, politicians blowing up money, running in billions to set up logo, money, to buy pen, money, pen of 100 naira, you see them buying it 100,000. You see this? This is what we are demanding. We must save the Nigerian people from Nigeria, because now Nigerian people are victims of Nigeria, and that is what we mean by EndSARS. Don't get it twisted. Get this message round. Let everybody know that it is no longer business as usual. we mean business. Let them roll out their tanks. Let them roll out their armor. But I tell them, this time they will fail. Nigerian youths, do not be afraid. If you are in your marketplace only looking for videos to watch and gossip online, you are doing yourself a disservice. If you're in Anambra State, join us as we. Tomorrow, 21st, rally around in Oka. Some of you will be gathering in Onitsha and in Newi to pay respect to the victims of police brutality, especially that of Ezuriba. We are going to revisit that case. I think I've said too much. Share this video because they have been trying to frustrate me and my platform since this EndSARS protest. But we must continue. The live program that we will be holding will not be holding until we fix our office that have been attacked and vandalized and so many things destroyed. We are going to refix it. And when we do, we'll come back live so that we can interact one-on-one. But meanwhile, we'll keep publishing it live, raw, and direct. Do yourself and our generations good by sharing this video. I'm signing out. Subscribe, like, share. No going back. EndSARS now.